Hi, this is Jim Klein with another Excel tip of the month. Now, what I'm going to show you in this tip is different ways to copy formulas. Now, most of you probably already know how to do Control C, as in Charlie, to copy a formula, and then you paste it somewhere else in your spreadsheet. Let's take, for example, and I'm going to show you a couple other ways to do that. Let's take, for example, this spreadsheet that we have right here in front of us. Basically, what we have is we've got a list of names. We've got a first name and a last name. And what you want to do is we want you to write a formula that concatenates the first name and then puts a space after it and a last name. Now, you can use the concatenate function to do that. I don't like to use that. I like to use Excel operators. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say equals and then click on cell A2, then type an ampersand, a quote, a space, a quote, an ampersand, and then click on cell B2 and I hit enter. So we see that it returns the name Gary Stevenson. So to copy it, there's a couple ways that I want to show you. Lots of people, like I said before, you can probably do Control C and copy it. But actually, there's a couple other things that you can do. If you notice right here at the lower right-hand corner of cell C2, there's that little black box. If you hold your cursor over that little black box, it turns to a plus sign. And when you click it, that activates the data fill functionality. So I'm going to click it and drag down just a couple of cells and release. And when I do that, you see that it copies that formula from cell C2 to cells C3 and C4. Also, instead of dragging it down, you can double click the data fill button. Let me hold my cursor over there. I'm going to double click it right there, and you see that it goes all the way down to the very last contiguous cell, the cells that have data over to the left-hand side. So let's go ahead. I'm going to just highlight all of that and hit delete. But there's another thing that you can do, another way that you can do this, which I think is pretty cool. And what you can do, let's go ahead and write the formula again. So I'm going to type equals, then with my cursor, I'm going to click on cell A2, do the same formula here. We're going to type an ampersand, a quote, a space, a quote, an ampersand, and then click on cell B2. But I'm not going to hit enter yet. What I'm going to do is I'm going to press the control key down and then hit enter. And when I do that, as long as you have that range defined from cell C2 to C11 with all blanks, when you hit control enter, it copies it all the way down to the very last cell. So I hope you enjoyed that Excel tip of the month. Come on back next month and I'll show you another trick. Thanks.